And on that note, we're live.
Hey guys, welcome back to Space Rock Cafe, the show where our Spelljammer stream of magical misfits is dealing with some wild magic chaos, of which they are not 100% sure about, but will hopefully soon figure out the details of. And before we get started, we just want to thank Bard Rock Cafe sponsors Dragon Master Games and Fan Roll Dice. If you would like to have a 10% discount on, I think it was Fan Roll Dice, the code is Bard Rock Cafe. And if you are interested in this wild magic table that we are using during the stream, it is the wild magic chart from the DM's Guild and made by Dave Panfio. Also, some fun stuff. If you are a tier 2, I think, Twitch sub, or just any Twitch sub, you get fun Twitch emotes. I think tier 2 gets special extra stuff.
Yeah, tier 1 gets emotes, tier 2 gets more emotes.
That. We also want to go ahead and, before we get started, shout out a current ongoing Ichio bundle. The TTRPGs for trans rights in Florida. It's $5, has a bunch of different games, and the proceeds from it are supporting 2 different groups that are based out of Florida, Zebra Youth and Trans Inclusive Group. There are 2 organizations in the state of Florida that help trans youth under the age of 25 that are within the state facing any hardships. And, you know, we have a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that's kind of really scary for a lot of people. So any support I'm sure that these groups can get and support that you're able to show would be amazing. Also, apparently, if you donate $10 or more, there's a special gift that is given by Action Fiction, but we're not exactly sure what the gift is. So let us know if you find out. And with that, our recap is going to be done today by Future Jake.
So Jake's just sitting on the ship, minding his own business, looking at the bottom of a bottle of rum because he knew he wasn't going anywhere so he could drink today. And this portal opens up, and in jumps what looks like Jake, but like with a peg leg on his right leg and a hook hand on his right hand, an eye patch over his left eye, and a tattered left ear. And Jake's like looks at himself, looks at the bottle, looks at himself, looks at the bottle. What? Hey, I'm you from tomorrow. You need to go help your crew because there's an insane clown posse, and it's gonna get them if you don't go help them. Get Amar and go get your crew. I've now created a time paradox, so I'm fading away. And the future version of Jake disappears, and Jake is even more sure he just imagined that. But he goes, Amar!
Hello? Can I help you?
We need to go find the crew. Hallucination just told me they're in trouble.
I am a bit busy at the moment. Let's say looking down at Rollo, because we had just been in the throes of it.
If you gotta go help anyone, you can. We can do things later.
We can do things now too, though. There's nothing against that, eh?
No, but it sounds like it's important. Also, the scary tree lady is staring you down. Alexa is in the doorway looking at you concerned. There was a weird future version of Jake. I'm very concerned. Goodbye. And then Alexa just kind of like walks away, like not really touching the ground, but sort of floating.
Before Alexa says her thing, when Alexa's just in the doorway, she's just jealous. Oh, okay. All right, this is okay. We will. I will check it out. But are you okay staying here, or would you like to come with me?
It doesn't really matter. I can go with you if you want.
That would be wonderful. Maybe while we are out, we will go see that mysterious lady from before.
Okay, that sounds fun. Did I overhear space clowns somewhere?
Yes, insane space clowns. That's what future me apparently said.
I'm not entirely sure that we are the ones to judge what is or is not insane. But I will go with you on the journey to see the space clowns.
Reloy is throwing on a tunic, realizes it's backwards, twists the tunic around right ways, stretches, brushes himself off. Yeah, okay, I'm good.
All right. Future me didn't say exactly where they were, but we know they're going to that swamp area, so let's get going. And I hippity hop off the ship. Alexa, you have the ship. It /R the ship.
I think I'm always the ship, Jake. But sounds good. I'm just gonna sit here and do my thing. And she sits down in a chair, which is not something you've ever seen her do before. And she's just staring at a wall.
And then has an existential crisis about the fact the chair is made of wood. She is wood. Is she sitting on a chair made of flesh? Or is she made of chairs?
Yikes!
Problematic questions for later. Yeah, so you guys have been given this future vision and can head off. Now, let's see. I will add, there is technically something on the way to the space clowns. How are you guys going about walking to the swampy area? Are you think you're super familiar with how to get there? Do you sort of what are you guys doing on the way there?
I feel like we're going at a very brisk, everyone's in danger pace. You know, I always say, like, I have 3 speeds in real life: stop, go, and imminent danger. Imminent danger is the speed at which Jake is going.
Amar, what about you? You tagging along at the same pace?
Not as concerned, so more just going at the same pace as Reloy and hanging back a little bit.
Okay. I think as all of you are walking along and heading down this corridor towards the swamp, you see this disheveled, angry woman come, like, walking out of what is, you know, as last time I sort of described these houses that are along the corridors, sort of inlet with the walls, as, like, creepy, swampy terrain sort of falls down around them. And a lady walks out of one of these houses, not necessarily interacting with you guys, just very angry, and is just like, "Where did all of my eggs go?"
I just look at the
And
side
she's like,
of that. Yeah.
Do you need more eggs? Because I do know somebody who lays them, and he does very good tasting eggs.
She was about to go, like, bang on one of her neighbor's doors, and a cat crawls on her shoulder, and she turns to you, sharp-eyed, and is just like, "Who are you? Where did you come from?"
I am a Marty
You
Swell,
take my
and
eggs?
No, but I came from my mother.
Well, everyone comes from their mother or their father.
Then why did you ask? I'm merely answering the question that you asked.
That is not true. Seahorses.
Come from the mother and then are raised by the father.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
They
clearly
carry
a
the egg,
different
but they are
animal.
not the ones who created it.
All right. Either way, Jake uses his bonus action to do his bunny hop thing 6 times to get way, way ahead of Amar while Amar's having this egg conversation. So every time I take a regular action, I then bonus action bunny hop. Actually, not to waste energy. I can just do bonus action dash. I forgot I can do that.
Just
I like the
run
idea that I'm jump. I like the idea that I'm bunny jumping though.
Jake, while you're bunny jumping away, make a perception check with disadvantage, real quick. I just want to see if you notice this as you're running towards the swamp.
All right. First roll is a 4 on the die for a 9. Let's see if I can get that natty 1. Oh no, that would have been a natty 2 actually. So
Dang.
we're gonna go with 7.
Yeah, you don't notice anything bizarre as you're walking towards the swamp. Nothing weird. You do see a balloon, totally normal balloon, floating down the corridor. That's all. There's like a fork in the road, and in one of the forks there's a balloon. That's it.
All right. I see a balloon. I think about the fact I was told about clowns. I use my divine sense once I get into the area that has balloons.
Sure. What is the wording of divine sense? Also, Amar, are you still interacting with the crazy egg lady?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So divine sense is in here somewhere.
Okay, well,
as
you're
an action, I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the hallow spells of celestial fiends, undead. That is not behind total cover.
Celestial fiends and undeads that are not behind total cover.
Yes.
Do. I don't know if they're
It's
considered
behind
undead.
total cover.
That balloon is undead.
I mean, it happens in Pokemon.
Fiend.
That's what I was going for. Yes.
You said fiend part of that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Your divine sense is going off.
Does that help me get past the delusion that they are balloons?
Yeah. Do you touch them?
You know what? Sure, I touched the balloon.
Okay. I mean,
offer
I
the
think
balloon a handshake.
as you touch the balloon, as you touch the balloon and you feel a humanoid shaped body, then yeah, your divine sense is like bullseye going off.
Hello, balloon. I'm Captain Jake Swallow. How are you doing today?
We're gonna cut really quick back to Amar with the crazy egg lady. Did you take my eggs?
No, I did not, but I was just telling you that I have a friend who can lay very good tasting eggs if you would like some new ones.
Why would you take my eggs?
I did not, but I do have somebody who can replace them if that's what you would like.
Why would you often replace eggs if you didn't take my eggs? Why'd you take my eggs? Give them back.
I am merely trying to be a good Samaritan, but if you do not wish to have them replaced, then that is your business. Good day.
She goes knocking on her neighbor's door as soon as you leave, almost like as if you weren't ever there, and is still going on about eggs and why her neighbor took her eggs. You sort of in the background as you're walking away get the sense of smoke coming out of one of these rooms, and it's just like, lady, I told you I didn't take your eggs. I don't need eggs for my brownies. They're made of dirt. And that's
Note to
That's
self,
your-
do not eat those brownies.
It probably goes great with some milk.
Yeah, it'd be wild
not if
if
they are
someone
dirt.
had dirt. Somewhere out there, Polly sneezes.
Yes, Polly sneezed about 12 times at this point.
All right. Yeah. So, Amar, as you were walking on, give me a perception check, not with disadvantage, since you said you're not in any particular hurry.
Okay. Perception. Perception's pretty good. Okay. So that is an 18. So natural 18. Perception is a +6, so that's a 24.
Okay. Yeah. One thing you notice on your way forward is there is this sort of clearing set out in part of the hall area you are walking through, and there is the leftover pieces of pirate body. Looks like there was some kind of a fight here earlier.
As I get closer, can I investigate?
Sure can.
So that is a 15. Investigation is +4, so it's 19.
Okay. Anything in particular you're sort of keeping an eye out for?
Do I recognize the pirate from either the crew or from the stuff that happened earlier, from when we were interacting in the tavern? Can I tell a little bit about what happened or how it was killed? Like, was it through ranged weapons? Was it through claws or teeth or something?
Okay. You do not recognize these pirates. You think you might have remembered the pirate seal. that one of them is wearing, but you're not 100% sure because all of them sort of look very similar to one another from various crews that were in the bar earlier. The pirates themselves are all Thri-Kreen. You do not remember seeing other Thri-Kreen earlier. But there is nothing that like really stands out as foul play. It almost looks like it was an intentional fight. What would be normal pirate shenanigans, basically, is kind of the chalk up of the fight.
When you say Thri-Kreen, there's the one that my character knows of.
Mhm.
Do I see anything that resembles the one that my character knows of? In particular.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. One of them looks pretty similar to, your friend. Or crewmate. Friend is a strong word. Don't know if you would consider Arnil a friend yet.
Alright, so can I investigate further? When you say it looks pretty close, is it a family member? Is it Arnil? Is it...
It is not Arnil. It is, you're not... okay. At base, how familiar with Thri-Kreen do you think your character would be?
Well, character does know his way around decently and has +4 to nature. Not sure if that impacts it or not.
Okay. Yeah, so you're pretty confident that this character is not related to Arnil. It is interesting that this character wears similar shades of colors that you've seen Arnil wearing in the past. It is also interesting that like certain pieces of their natural plating are a similar color to Arnil. Like they seem like the same family of Thri-Kreen as far as family classifications of bugs, but not family as in related. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they just have general pirate weaponry on them. That seems like it's been picked through pretty clearly already, possibly by the winning team. And just like their regalia from like their outfits and what was their pirate crew ensemble that they were wearing.
Okay. Can I tell about how long these things have been dead?
Sure. Less than an hour.
Okay.
Like within the hour.
Mm-hmm.
The tracks are all pretty new from the fight. And in fact, like if you are just sort of like investigating in silence, you can kind of hear the faint sounds of potential music like coming from further in the area. In fact, during your investigations, you see very frantic bunny hop tracks heading in the further direction.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get my daggers out. Essentially, continue chasing after Jake, but but holding an action just in case.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm not going as quickly as I could be.
Sounds good. Yeah, Rolloy's just kind of following behind you, also sort of at the ready, the best that they can be, but not super well involved in fighting.
Are there any? I guess one more thing before we go. Are there any weapons that are left in the area?
Yeah, just like normal. Like there's like a beaten up kind of rusted short sword, and then there's like a couple daggers, but like nothing magical or anything. Everything that would have been of value is kind of picked through. Yeah.
I understand. I'll still pick them up and try to arm Rolloy as best I can.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take like one of the daggers. Just because like he fumbles with the short sword. It's like, I don't think this one's for me. I will take the smaller one, thank you.
So another dagger and a short sword, I think. Go to the inventory.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Jake, your interaction with the fiend off the wall. I will
point. I said, hello, my name is Jake Swallow. Nice to meet you. But I will point out that one of my crewmates has enacted revenge on me for last session and cast in a wild magic surge on Jake.
Who would do that?
Anyway, I rolled that during Amar's scene is a 45.
Perfect. All right. One moment.
I think I might remember 45. It's on the
Who
card
would be
table.
so petty?
Who could it be?
I'll have you know, friend, I have 12,000 channel points if you want to play this game.
All right, let's zoom in. 45's on the left side. Yep, not that zoomed in. All right, maybe. That one's intriguing, but let's see if we can get a little bit more interesting. We also don't really get to see you guys have the Paladin table too often, so...
It's true, although I will remind everyone, I do not yet have an oath, so half of that table's probably dead.
Yeah. But let's see. It could be funny. Oop, too far.
Bless you.
Salute.
Thank you. Interesting. Both of these are technically helpful to you. Sorry to say to your friend seeking revenge. This one is, I think, more interesting to me. You feel yourself gaining resistance. Specifically, you feel it like gaining resistance from anyone that is without religion.
Ah. I feel this power, and I feel like it is a boon from my god.
Sure. You sort of hear like the jingling of coins in the background of your mind. The balloon does not say anything to you. You just sort of feel the presence of this creature standing there, staring at you intensely.
I stare back at the balloon intensely.
Like staring contest, or?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like that one time on your primary show where Arlo got in a staring contest with a troll. Like that.
Yep. All right.
Unblinking. Like the unblinking drunken stupor of a man who's just finished an entire bottle of rum and has forgotten how to blink.
Roll me a d20 really quick.
That is a 16.
Yeah. You are intensely staring off with this, what you could see as sort of like the figure of something. Like there's like outline, basically, like that dotted outline, to you. And you feel unwavering. And then, like, just as like you feel like you're about to blink, like your eyes are so dry, the balloon turns away. And you feel like you've won. In fact, the balloon feels so ashamed of losing that it starts almost floating away from you.
Womp, womp, womp. Alright. Well, that balloon didn't know anything. I'll go interrogate some other balloons, I suppose. And I just start marching in the direction of these circusy sounds, accompanying the balloons, to try and find signs of my party.
Cool. As you do so, you felt during this wild magic surge sort of the presence of your god. Roll me religion really fast.
Alright, religion. I have a plus something to religion because I'm a bard.
I
I have
hope
a plus
so.
1. That is 18 plus 1, 19.
Great. You're not sort of taken in an out-of-body experience or anything, but you do feel like the presence of your god a little bit closer to you while you are marching forward into this situation. Like, you know, a lot of people will explain like, oh, I just could have sworn I heard something in my mind. And so for you, marching into this situation in this moment, you hear just like curses. Be careful. The object you seek is near.
I reach in my pocket and go, shit, who took my compass?
And with that, let's jump over to the rest of the crew really fast. It's still there. So at the end of last time, we left one of your crewmates in death-saving throes as he reached for a gem on a magical goldfish, and it essentially exploded in radiant light. None of the rest of you were affected by this radiant light, but it was very clear, and the space clowns are not super happy about this sudden situation, as we have basically entered a standoff. I need you remaining people to go ahead and roll me initiative really fast. And Jake and Amar, you can go ahead and also roll, assuming that you're coming into this in a minute. Just so we have you. So
9 for Polly.
Sorry, what role is this again?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Assuming
Okay.
you're coming in to the situation.
Jake has an 18.
A 5. Oh no, a 6. Still
15.
still kind of staying back and keeping the defensive action ready.
Okay.
And 15 for Sarros.
Sarros is a 15. Okay. And for Amar, your friend for Reloy, that's a 9. Oh, actually a 10 for Reloy. All right, and oh, they get a +2. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yes, so we have entered into this standoff. Base triggering action was this explosion of radiant energy. What do you all do sort of in this initial moment, seeing that Arnil is floating within the water, totally unconscious, incapacitated?
What noise accompanied this giant flash of light?
Have you ever seen those videos of people setting off explosives underwater and the sound that the water makes when that happens?
Yes.
That.
Okay. I was really hoping you were going to say totally not that. Totally something separate. Okay.
You're actually you're a kazoo.
You're a kazoo. I think Polly's gonna turn to either the sound or the light. Probably the light, because light's faster than sound. And at this point, it's obvious that it's Arnil, right? I can't actually hear
the sound
a word.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. You know, it happens. So yes, explosion underwater. You do see Arnil's body definitely floating like a dead bug in water, and interestingly enough, the guppy is also belly up in the water. And there is this like shining crystal orb that was previously in the space guppy that was in the water, and that's just kind of like floating throughout the water now. Looks like it potentially is sinking to the bottom, but it's just kind of at the moment free falling in the water near Arnil, because he had previously had it in his hands, which he can't really hold on to it anymore because incapacitated.
Free falling. So, have Amar and Jake arrived yet, or is this before we arrive? Because I am
Before you arrive.
Okay.
Yeah, before you arrive. And unfortunately, technically, no, you don't.
Oh, I meant out of us.
Yeah, out of you guys.
Paulie is going to. I want to do the really, really funny thing, but I think it's too meta to do it, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna go run to Arnil.
Okay.
To go try to lay hands on or something.
Do you think Polly disengages first, or does Polly like sort of like without thinking just sort of run at Arnil?
I think Paulie was having conversations with the ICPs. So I think she's just gonna put down whatever's in her hand and she's just gonna start running.
Okay.
I don't think she knew she was engaged.
Sure. Yeah, they don't necessarily try to hit you at the moment, just because you guys were being civil at the moment, and then the explosion of your friend going after this has happened. But they are absolutely about to start fighting, depending on how you guys react. So at that moment, the space clown that you were actually speaking with sort of turns, is like, "Hey, what is going on with your friend? Why is he trying to take our gem?" And obviously, I assume that's met with nothing because you're running towards your friend.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, so they go ahead, and all of them have at this point readied, if they were not previously, their ray guns that they were holstering. So you see like an array of like 6 different space clowns. Some of the space clowns are not into fighting. They've sort of backed off as their other comrades have sort of started closing in on all of you. And so there's some of them that were at some of the further booths, and they've readied a ray gun. Some of them have backed off that were speaking with you before, and then a couple of them that were like up near you have like these magical, like the Pixie, for instance, has like these magical rays of electricity that they're sort of like readying, just depending on how this goes. But at the moment, they don't take an action towards you. So, Jake, you have not arrived just yet, but you are probably about to. Sarros, you were actually next.
Cool. Do we think that, like, the crew would have any potions on? Like, would I have a potion, or do I just gotta, like, remember to grab one next time we're in a town?
Roll me a luck check. Let me see.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh, yeah, you do. You sure do. But also roll me that wild magic surge.
Is it 1 or 2?
2 on a nat 20.
Alright. I believe that's 14 and 50. Or is that 4? Double zeros on the 10 is a 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 and
So-
50.
4 and 50. Okay. That's bad. What does 50 do? Yeah, okay. You feel absolutely emboldened that your martial strikes are stronger than they should be. Your friend or your crewmate's gone down. You are ready for this. For the next minute, roll twice your normal number of dice for martial arts damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, but you absolutely have a potion on you.
Awesome. How far am I legit?
Okay, so I believe the way that I described this pool of water that was like this cylindrical pool of water that Arnil had sort of climbed up into was you guys were within 50 feet of it. So at the moment, you're about 50 feet from the situation where you started, so you can move that way.
All right. Let me just look up one thing. All right. I think Sarros would run until about 20 feet towards Arnil, and then face step the rest of the way.
Cool. Into the water?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your constitution?
It is 12.
+1?
Yeah.
Okay. Assuming that you're preparing yourself to go underwater, you can hold your breath for, I believe that's 1 minute, is what the water holding rules are.
Cool.
Aye.
So yeah, if Sarros can get right up next to Arnil, he'd just be taking the potion and shoving it down Arnil's throat.
Okay. Cool. I will... Interesting. Okay. Great. You do that.
Cool. And I believe that's pretty much all he can do.
Cool. Partially because Arnil is not here, partially because there's reasons. When you sort of force shove this potion into Arnil's mouth, Arnil doesn't immediately wake up like you would think normally would happen when you give someone a potion.
Does he look at least stable-ish?
How familiar with Thri-Kreen are you? Do you think your character would be?
I know exactly one.
Roll me medicine.
To be fair, you saw a bunch of dead Thri-Kreen an hour ago, so you do have a
Yeah,
good
I
reference.
mean,
True.
you do have a frame of reference. I'll let you add a proficiency bonus, like your proficiency to it.
Cool. Medicine, that's 21.
You were still not sure, even with the 21.
Oof.
Oh man.
Alright.
You think that there might be a little more color, but then again, you're underwater and everything's a little shinier underwater, especially because of the way that his exoskeleton is. So he's a little shinier than he was before.
Sarros will take that and just kind of shrug underwater and wait to either fall.
Cool. Awesome. Alrighty, Sarros, that is, at that point, are you guys sort of just going after your friend, or are you guys doing anything else? Are you trying to go and grab the object that is nearby him that he was holding on to, or are you just getting him?
Sarros is only focused on the friend. Nothing else matters.
Great. All right. At that point, top of what will be the next round, because the clowns are sort of holding at this moment, just kind of like waiting to see what's going to happen, whether you're going after or helping their fish or anything like that. Jake, you at this point will run in to everything. See everything going on. You see unconscious still Arnil, Sarros in the fish tank, Polly running to the fish tank, a bunch of space clowns with their guns pulled, some of them with magic readied.
Everybody drop your weapons. I am an ass agent. And I hold up an imaginary badge.
What's your AC?
What's my AC? That's a great question to get asked. 15.
Okay.
Did all that dice rolling result in me getting hurt?
Hold on.
Gets a bag of dice.
Yeah. So three of the ones that had their guns, the ray guns, have turned the second that you say you are an ass agent. They're like, no, we can't have the ass agents here again. we don't have any of our permits yet, not for the food or anything that we're making. Shoot him!
Darn. I'm gonna get try intimidation on that. I was really hoping.
No, and so 3 of the ones that were waiting and sort of gonna see in the franticness did manage to shoot and fire at you. I need you to make 3 wisdom saving throws real quick.
All right. That is 17 for the first one.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Whoa.
And 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and roll my 2d100 really quick.
Sure. While you do that, on a failed save, the target perceives everything it sees or hears as hilariously funny and is incapacitated for 1 minute. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself or a success. And you take 21 psychic damage.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, I
My
assume
rolls
you're
were
intelligent.
74 and 100.
Oh, okay. Okay, that one would be very good. That one could be funny. We might do that. That one could be bad too. Let's go check the bar table, just to be sure. I forget Blood Hunter is a class. Every time I like jump from Cleric, I expect to just be hit with Bard next, and then it's always Blood Hunter, and I'm like, oop, not far enough. That one is also funny, but helpful. All right, pick a damage type.
Force.
Okay. Wonderful. For until the end of your next turn, all creatures within 60 feet of you are immune to it, which would be 3 of the not the pirates, 3 of the space clowns. One of them is one of the ones that hit you. 2 of them are not. And obviously yourself.
I'm immune to force damage?
At the moment,
Sweet.
until the end of your next turn.
Should have said psychic.
I think
thought
technically
about it, but I
damage.
was like, I thought about it. I'm like, if I'm vulnerable to psychic damage, I'll have 3 HP left. I better not say that.
I think technically the damage would have happened before the wild magic anyway, so I don't think that would have necessarily helped you, but it might have helped in future potential hits. So yeah, they think you are currently an ass agent, and also you are currently, unfortunately, also incapacitated for the next minute, and think everything around you is absolutely hilarious. This is a really funny situation to Jake that he's walked into.
He kind of is.
In all fairness.
All right. Yeah.
I was looking to see if I had a feature that could help. It only adds a D4. Nope, can't help a natural 1.
I mean, what would your save have been after the natural 1?
After natural 1, it would have been a 3. So if I rolled a 4 on the D4, it would have been a 7. That's not going to help.
No way. It was only a DC 12, so I was like, there's a chance, but no. Okay. Jake has entered. We are back to the first space pirate, who was not one of the ones that was ready to hit you, but it does think you're an ass agent now. But honestly, he's not too interested in you. He's more interested about what's going on with his fish. And so he sort of starts booking it over to the tank. He takes a dash action over that way, and sort of like gets ready to start jumping in the tank after Sarros and the fish and that. So he's sort of near like the top of the water at the moment. After that, there's another space clown. He walks over to you, Jake. Squeaky clown boots. As they take steps.
I am laughing at his squeaky clown boots.
Sure.
Your shoes are squeaky.
he he laughs, says, are all of you ass agents?
Oh no, I'm not even an ass agent. I was just fucking with you guys.
Okay, yeah, roll me persuasion while you're... I don't know if that's allowed while you're incapacitated, but fuck
Well,
it.
you asked me to talk.
I'm the DM.
Yeah, that is a 19 plus Bard for 29.
Plus Bard for 29. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. He sort of stares at you. He's like, yeah, okay. We do that shit all the time. That's fine. And sort of like gently nudges you, like in a playful way. And then like... and then he just kind of stands near you, watches you, make sure you're not going to do anything suspicious.
Joke's on him, I'm nothing but suspicious.
Okay. Another one of the clowns, sort of like seeing the situation being weird, is going to head towards like one of the like what is a mossy wall basically, and start walking up the wall via S.P.I.R.I.T climb, sort of putting themselves at a higher vantage point. This seems normal to them. They seem rather squishy compared to the rest of the clowns, and they would prefer to be upside down and sort of taking watch over everything else. We are back to Sarros.
I think if I can, Sarros is gonna try and grab Arnil as best he can and just start swimming to get out of the tank.
What is your movement?
40.
So with a creature, or like carrying something like that, it is usually half your movement, so you can get 20.
Yeah. He'll just
and I think technically, do you have a swimming speed?
No, I don't think so.
I think there are rules about that as well.
Are you the level in Monk where you can technically walk on water?
Not
good question.
yet, I don't think.
Let's consult the DM materials really quick. Swimming without...
It's halved again, so it'd be 10 feet.
You can move 10 feet, okay.
Sarros will just keep moving as best he can until the situation changes.
Okay. Yeah. You do so. Sarros, I will say, while you are swimming, the color sort of fades the closer that you get to the surface as you're holding Arnil. Like, as you move that 10 feet, like, towards the surface, the sort of shine is, like, not as shiny as it was a second ago on Arnil. You aren't entirely sure if it's just because of the position of the water that you are, or what's going on.
Sarros does a concern.
Cool. Anything else from Sarros, or is that it?
No, that's it. Just trying to get his friend out of the water.
Okay. We are to Amar. Do you think at this point you have sort of joined in the chaos, or are you sort of taking it slow and steady?
Would we have heard some of this as we approach?
Oh yeah, the squeaky shoes, absolutely. You'd start hearing that. You would have potentially heard the chaos of everyone running after Arnil post-explosion. I don't think you guys were close enough for the actual moment of the explosion to hear anything from that. But you would have definitely heard the ray guns going off as soon as Jake entered the area and shouted, "We're ass agents." Or, "I'm an ass agent."
So when I hear I'm an ass agent and then hear the blast that I almost immediately follow, right?
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna run in.
Okay.
And as I run in, I'm gonna tell Roloi to stay back, stay ready.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
So I'm gonna attempt to run in.
Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to do as soon as you enter the area? Or are you just kind of taking everything in? What is Amar's sort of plan of action from here?
Basically, use the dash action and get between Jake and whatever just shot him.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so the person that's standing near Jake still believes that Jake was messing with them, but he is looking at you very suspiciously and sort of like turns the gun at you as another person has entered. Can't obviously do anything right now, but does acknowledge that you're there at the moment. And so you sort of come in. The thing that Amar sees is all of the different space cons, and everything else that has been described so far, as far as like Arnil in the water.
So I have a
He's
question.
probably
about
not
the-
even paying attention to that. It's somebody just shot my fucking captain.
Yeah. What's up, Jake?
So, do these people have a religion? Because I have resistance to anyone who has no religion.
That's right, you do.
I should have taken 10 damage if that was the case.
Oh, great question. They do. They do have a religion, believe it or
Damn it.
not. There's
That's
like
right.
there is an actual line of text. Their worship ceremonies and placed in their faith in a god of revelry. So they certainly have a religion. But
I
that was a
tried.
good try.
They found religion.
They found religion.
Zebo the clown.
No, Rakdos, the god of riots.
There you go.
No, that's actually a D&D canonical god of river, really. I'm not even fucking
Yeah.
around.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, I just saw something else interesting that I hadn't noticed before in their descriptions. Carry on. Roloi does what you said, sort of stays cautious, creeps up. Dang, Roloi. Okay. Roloi is apparently only good at being sneaky. He's not noticed, and he successfully kind of creeps up, stays ready. Great. Polly.
About how close are Sarros and Arnil?
Sorry, I'm like writing you back in because I realized that I misread the number that I'd written down for you. Instead of 9, I read 6. My bad, because you were supposed to go before Amar. What was your question?
How close am I to Sarros and Arnil?
You dashed also?
Yeah, we'll say I dashed.
Okay, normal movement is 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be in the water at the moment if you like, and could reach them within about 20 feet, probably at this point.
Okay, so what I will probably do then is I will... Was I able to... Would I have... Okay, I saw the potion. So I'm probably going to, as I'm in motion, I'm gonna yell to Sarros. Sarros, what's going on? What's the status there?
Sarros is underwater.
Oh, Sarros is underwater. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, Polly's not that ridiculous.
Unless Polly has a way to telecommunicate.
I do not. So let us. I'll go ahead. I'll jump in and I'll try to help. Pull Arnil out of the water.
Okay.
Polly thinks she's a duck.
What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll use the 20 feet to make up the difference, and then so would I have been able to see the potion go into Arnil's throat, or was it done underwater?
It was done underwater. You can make a perception check if you want, to see if you were paying enough attention, because everything's going to be a little distorted underwater, but it's not like it's murky, so you could potentially have made it out. DC
Well,
10, probably.
Well, it's a cantrip, so I'm not really that worried about it. I'm gonna once I make contact with Arnil, I'm gonna spare the dying.
Okay. Read me the language of spare the dying.
You touch a living creature that has 0-8 hit points. The creature becomes stable. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
So as you do this, you know what this should feel like. I feel like you've probably done this before.
Mhm.
When that works on a creature. Doesn't work.
Well, immediately Polly's gonna try it again, because
Sure.
that's
Yeah,
the
in 6
natural
seconds.
reflex is to just be like, wait, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
And however many times I'm allowed to during this round, I will do
What-
that.
Is it an action
And then-
or a bonus action? What's the...
It's a cantrip.
I think you can probably do it twice.
Okay,
We'll let you do it twice. I don't know if that's actually how it is off the top of my head, but you
Well-
can do it twice.
I mean, it's for flavor, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but for flavor-wise, you do this. You do this repeatedly. Like, you know Spare the Dying and how it feels when this spell has taken hold of an unconscious, incapacitated creature. No matter what you do and how many times you do it, it's not taking effect for Arnell. Nothing's working. Like, you can't feel the magic take hold of Arnell.
Okay, so once it's happened a few times, and sort of the panic has now amped up even more than it was already. I think I'm gonna just do everything I can to help Sarros get Arnil out of the water.
Mhm.
So I will then. So I closed the gap, tried to spare the dying, and now I'm trying to pull him out.
Mhm.
So that's I think it's my turn.
Cool. Yeah. I'll let you both. You can both like make a strength check to see if you can try to pull him out any faster than normal from the water.
Actually, since I'm helping Sarros, does that mean Sarros is doing it?
I'll let you guys
I'm-
decide if you both want to each roll, and we'll take the average, or if you want Sarros to do it with an advantage.
I want Sarros to do it with an advantage.
Okay. It's 14.
Yeah, I'll say that you can sort of like with Polly's assistance kick off a little bit more, and you're just normal half movement right now as far as getting out of the water. You're not quarter half.
Cool.
Cool. Alrighty. Roy is sort of staying sneaky and hiding. We're back up to the top. Space Pirate 1 has gone and investigated, is in the water with all of you. You see the Space Pirate sort of like dive down under, go after this gem, pick it up, and sort of like swim back up to the fish that is also dead at the top of the water. The Space Pirate is like sort of like cradling this dead fish and sobbing like, no, my fish, why would he hurt my fish? And is at the top of the water with this gem, like trying to shove it back into the fish, and nothing's happening. It's still a dead fish. And that's that person's turn. Jake, we're back to you. You are still incapacitated. You can remake that save at the end of each of your turns.
All right, but I can do free actions like talk, we established, right? Even though I'm
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Yeah, that's
Right.
funnier that way, right?
Yeah. So I'm like laughing, like, hey, what's going on with the fish and the diamond in there?
Oh,
Say this to the guy that's like stalking me.
yeah, he just sort of shrugs. He's like, I don't know, boss is so weird about his fish and the gem. Says something about it being a cursed gem. No one's supposed to touch it. It can kill people. Basically, what's
Oh.
going on here. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So that guy touching the gem was bad juju.
Yeah.
Oh.
The person that's dead in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy touched
Yeah.
something he shouldn't have.
All
Yeah.
right. So I'll end my turn by shouting, "Hey guys, Arnil shouldn't have touched that diamond because it's gonna kill him." That's funny. And then I'm gonna repeat my wisdom save.
Sure.
That is a 13 plus 2 for a 15.
Yeah, you save.
I really wish Polly would have been able to hear that.
The guy at the top of the water with his dead fish glares at Jake, like if looks could kill, glares at Jake.
Too bad you're not a Gorgon, buddy.
I feel like you should just chuck the gem at Jake.
Yeah, we go to two of the space pirates. They are holding their actions at the moment. Their one buddy standing near you sort of like assured them that they don't need to keep attacking you in particular, Jake, but they are sort of watching what their leader clown sort of does in this moment as the other two are in the water. But they're gonna hold their action. One of them sort of holds a ray gun attack. The other one holds some of the electricity energy. Sarros, I think that's back to you.
Alright. Keep swimming.
Keep on swimming, back at the surface.
Awesome. I assume we're at the top of the bubble?
Yes. It's sort of like a column.
Okay. I just, when you described it last session, I just assumed like a
It's like a wide cylinder. Bubble potentially is a good description for it, but it's more like cylindrical than it is like a standard like movie fishbowl.
Is there like a safe way to get down from here? Or am I just chucking this dead body?
No, you can sort of like well, yeah, I mean, you can make like a dex save to get down. There's like things near the fishbowl that you sort of like grabbed onto to get yourself up there because it's a very like overgrown swampy area, so there's like trees and stuff around you. Yeah, so you can get down. It's just with what ease and not dropping your friend is a different set of questions.
Yeah, that's you're ruling. I have monk slow fall.
Okay.
Yeah, monks like
Sure.
super resist fall damage.
Yeah.
So, I can get down no problem.
I think dead bodies are objects technically. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So for the uninformed,
You can take him with you, yes, with the
Okay.
slow fall.
cool. Then, however much movement Sarros has left on this turn is just getting down to the ground.
Sarros,
pause in
have you shared with me that you have slow fall? Because I'm holding on to this body too, and I'm not going to be very keen on you jumping up with this body.
I don't think Sarros would have thought of that, but you have seen him climb and jump down from the tree in the ship a lot.
And Polly, your initiative's right after Sarros anyway, so you guys can sort of share this interaction, this turn, how you would like.
So Sarros, as you're going to do that, I'm gonna just sort of pull Arnil a little closer. Like, what are you doing?
There's footholds. They're. I'm
You
getting
can make
down.
it down with this body.
I think so. The monks used to make me carry things up and down.
Polly reluctantly lets you lets you take Arnil down, and then tries to figure out how the hell she's getting down from this giant column of water.
Please tell me she does like that bird thing where they just shake and puff up to get all the water out.
If she wasn't before, she is now.
Okay. Is that it for you two?
That's it for Sarros.
So I think as Sarros is pulling Arnil, jumping down the column, what can I see with regards to what's going on with? Can I see Jake? Can I see Jake from where I am?
Yeah. You would know Jake's figure anywhere. He's like one of the
I'm a
few
big
hard and gone.
rabbit.
And I probably would have heard him laughing and because he's a
Yeah.
loud bunny.
Yeah.
Loud drunk bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Loud, drunk, high on mushrooms, bunny.
oh
get it
God,
right.
He's still high on mushrooms. That's right. Jake. I'm just gonna yell, Jake.
Oh, the mushrooms. That's why I saw me from the future.
Jake, I can't stabilize Arnil.
I think it has to do with the diamond. Hey guys, diamond killing our friend. He was just stealing it as a goof. He was gonna give it right back. We got a dare from like this druid that was baking brownies. Like he wasn't trying to cause any actual harm. I'm sorry.
Do I have do I have anyone pointing their laser guns in my direction?
Oh yeah, there's the two of them that were sort of ruddied from before, watching their captain to see what happens. But they're sort of waiting for his call as far as whether to attack. But there are at least two that are pointing in your direction.
Okay.
What's the word? Polly, there's this word we're supposed to use for things like this. Parsnip. Parlay. Can I parlay with your leader?
Thought it was foobar.
Surprisingly, the space clowns know what the word parlay is. They sort of like look at you confused, just like they still have the guns, but they've lowered it a little bit.
As Jake is yelling this, as Jake, am I within? I'm not within 30 feet. Never mind.
No.
Okay. As Jake is going through these lists of P words and all of them being wrong, I'm gonna thaumaturgy myself and just yell parlay really, really, really loud.
Perfect. Polly, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Amar.
It's my turn then. So I'm standing between Jake and the clowns. Stay away from my captain.
The clown takes like one step closer to you. Just looks at you, raised eyebrow. Didn't say anything about closer to you.
Well, I am in between him and the captain, so that is closer to the captain.
I think that was supposed to be suggestive. Raised eyebrow, not closer to you.
Oh, Amar, I think you might have a new friend.
So I take a step closer to Clown. Hello, Mr. Clown. It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm sorry, the French accent of "Hello, Mr. Clown." I don't know why that got me.
It is all right. Hello, Mr. Clown. I believe that should be clipped. I do not know. Anyways. So, Mr. Clown, what is your business with my captain?
Well, he came in, said he was part of a group we aren't particularly fond of, and so we shot him. And then he said he was joking, which at the moment I'm inclined to believe, but you know, your buddy definitely touched the thing he wasn't supposed to. Now he's dead, which I guess, you know, fuck around, find out, right? Dude just goes off, just like this long rant that doesn't really make sense. Like, half the stuff he says, he starts talking about churros in there in the middle of his speech somewhere. Sort of rambles, comes around. Right, your friend. At the moment, nothing. If he fucks around some more, he'll find out. That's it. You know, we got guns. We're not afraid to use them.
Wait, can you super die?
Oh, can you?
I guess you come back as a ghost to kill the ghost?
Holly thaumaturgies herself. Yes, you can!
What is it that you want with us? Why are you here?
We live here. You guys showed up into our house. What do you mean?
Oh, this is a very nice circus you have.
Thank you. We're fond of it. All about revelry and chaos. But what do you mean you guys showed up in our house? We live here.
I can, if your captain agrees to parlay, I can explain.
The captain is sobbing over the dead fish. Just my baby.
I'm sorry about your fish. We did not know that would happen.
Do you not investigate objects before you touch them, especially magical objects?
Okay, so We're pirates, and the reason we're pirates is they're like shiny things. My friend wanted to go investigate your shiny thing. He didn't realize touching your shiny thing would kill him, or he certainly wouldn't have done it.
Polly, you have the compass right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, have you been looking at it at all during this?
Not since Arnil was no, actually no, Arnil had it.
Oh, Arnil had it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do either of you grab it off of him, or no?
Not unless it's like dangling.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's just like it's attached like at his belt somewhere probably. But you know, it's probably like in a pocket somewhere. And you could probably see it like peeking out, but no, otherwise I don't think either of you would have had a reason to grab it. But Jake is certainly aware that he does not have it.
Like I can roll perception if it's like going crazy or something like that, but if it's just doing its normal thing, then I probably wouldn't take notice.
Right, now that I've seen the wounds that their weapons can cause, can I match that to what happened to the Thrive Queen I saw on the way in?
No, it is not the same.
Not the same. Okay.
Not the same.
On the way in, I saw some Thrive Queen, similar to my friend over there, that had been killed in a very mysterious way. I don't suppose you know what it was that had anything to do with that.
The Space Clown shrugs, but Polly and Sarros sure know.
Yeah, once we're not within earshot, are we?
You can be.
We did that. They were mean.
Arnil wanted to fight. He kept chanting pirate fight, pirate fight, pirate fight.
So you guys had a pirate fight without us?
Maybe.
Yes.
I have a speaking stone.
You know, I don't actually know your number. First you tell me it's 6, then you tell me it's 9, then you tell me it's 69. I don't know what your actual speaking stone number is.
It's 420.
Are you lying, or is that his actual number?
No, that's his actual number, because I'm confident Ethan Sudan hasn't claimed the number 420 as a speaking stone number yet.
No, we haven't. Sadly.
That is Jake's canonical speaking stone number.
Well, noted for the future.
Anyway, can we all just agree this is a misunderstanding and try and undeadify our friend and your fish?
Perhaps if you're not going to continue showing weapons at us.
Yeah, let's all put our weapons away. That's part of parlay, and I sheathe my sword.
So glad you pulled your pants up.
Oh, yes, that too. Anyway, you clowns want to have an orgy after we get this settled. Also down for that.
Whoa. First things first.
Yeah,
I can't stabilize Arnil.
Yes,
I tried
that.
Spare the Dying, and it's not working. It's like it's not sticking. I tried it multiple times.
Okay.
Would you like to try it on the fish over there?
What?
I'm asking the clown. Would you like me to try Spare the Dying on the fish? It would not take but a moment, and I can see if I can bring the fish back to life.
Oh, you're asking the clown. The captain is sobbing over this fish, doesn't even really acknowledge you. The dude that you were talking with before just kind of like shrugs, is like, he's a little picky about his fish, but if you can get close enough to him without him stabbing you, then be my guest. But he is a little flighty about that thing. We have to kind of replace it every so often because it dies a lot. But you know, don't tell him that.
No, hey, I live in a whisper. How would you guys like a fish that is a polymorph sea serpent that a bunch of druids fucked with?
Is it the same size as that one? Because it's real hard to find giant goldfish, let me tell you. But
no, this one's more of a diminutive in size.
Nah, it's got to be the big ones, man.
Okay. I tried.
Jake, if we can find someone to like just make it bigger, and then once the effect of the spell wears off, it'll shrink, and he'll just think it was a natural part of the fish.
What if we just feed the fish lots of bacon?
We've been over this. That's not how that works.
That episode of Malcolm in the Middle lied to me.
What's Malcolm in the Middle?
It's from the plane of Toronto where Elminster's canonically gone. You can watch the show Malcolm in the Middle on this magic box. We're interplanar travelers. I've totally been there.
How much booze is radiating off of Jake right now?
I mean, I finished an entire bottle of rum and apparently did some shrooms that even Jake doesn't remember doing.
It's probably enough to give the clowns a contact eye.
So I'm just gonna like walk up. I'm just gonna gently pat Jake. Okay, Jake. Okay. And then just like placating him. And then yeah. How far away is this fish?
I think it's right there where you guys just were.
Yeah, the guy's like floating at the top of the tank with the fish, just crying over it. So it's however far away from the tank that you've walked at this point. The others have walked over, if you have walked over.
Okay.
Do they still have all their weapons out?
The ones that you have been paying attention to on the ground have sheathed their weapons.
Okay. I'm gonna try to walk over to the crying captain.
I have a question about spare the dying.
Sure.
It says the range is 30, but it says you touch a living creature.
Weird.
That is a great question for Jeremy Crawford.
Okay.
I mean, do you have to touch the dead? Wait, you have to.
You have to
That's
touch
what
a
I'm
dead
asking.
thing 30 feet away.
Can
So
you
what
touch
you do
a-
is when
you touch
cast
a
the
living
spell,
creature?
your arm gets up to 30 feet longer.
Right.
Oh, okay, that checks.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. You throw a feather, and that's considered touch. Make a ranged spell attack for Spare the Dying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna head over doing a performance. So I just rolled a performance. So 12 plus 8 is unnatural, a dirty 20.
For Spare the Dying. Yeah, sure.
Oh no, that was for performance.
Performance.
Because you said because they said that he might not be
Oh.
amenable to somebody coming over to him. The poor fish, it is so sad. How could this happen? Taking the part of his life. I'm so sorry for your loss, for what my friend did. It is so terrible, so tragic. Try to put my arm on the captain. Around the shoulders.
He leans into you as a sobbing mess, and he's just like, Mr. Guppy McGufferson. He's been alive for 40 years. How could...
Let me see what I can do for him. The poor thing. I try to put at least a finger on the fish and see if I can do Spare the Dying.
Sure, you can.
I'm assuming that the thing is just as dead as Arnell.
Yes, but you do cast Spare the Dying. Spare the Dying can
Yeah.
take effect.
Mhm.
You feel it works normally.
It does work normally?
It does work normally.
I cast
So the-
Healing Word on the fish.
The fish sort of like returns to its like golden greenish color, vibrancy, flips back over, belly down, sort of like nudges the leader of the space pirates. Still missing the gem that won't go back into its head, but just kind of like swims down back into its thing and starts swimming around like normal.
Oh, wonderful! Miracle of miracles!
Polly puts away the bib that she was wearing that said it's guppy time.
Anyway, do I proc Wild Magic casting Healing Word on the fish?
Yes, you do.
That is an 81.
Was that Jake or was that Amar casting Spare the Dying?
Spare the Dying was Amar. Jake cast Healing
Yeah.
Word, which is a slotted spell. So that one is a check.
Okay. Oh right, because Spare the Dying is a cantrip. That's right. Okay. What did you roll on your
81.
81? That is amusing, but let's see. What are our options here? That one's
I
funny.
feel like that's the winner.
Sure. Well. Which die? Okay. For the next hour, creatures which die within 100 feet of you are instantly buried 6 feet below ground.
Oh shit!
Now,
Good thing Amar's
Already dead.
already dead.
already dead, right? Because it says which die. So. You feel suddenly a little bit more like a gravekeeper.
Huh. Well, this was a very grave situation, so.
Sure.
Alright, so we fixed your fish, so that's something. That's reason to parlay, yes?
The space captain at this point has sort of like hopped out and hopped into one of the nearby trees and is like perched there, watching both of you. And so a couple of you are probably still in the water where he was, I assume. If anyone did not enter the water, then you're just kind of nearby on the ground. And he's sort of looking at all of you. It's just like, hold on one second.
The subtitles. Go on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I look
Muting it
over
did
and I saw
nothing.
my cat being very bad. She had some very bad. Anyway, she's gonna go back into the room where bad girls go, so they can't eat butter on the counter. Look at this very bad girl.
Aww. Cutie pie.
Don't be naughty. Oh. Anyway, he's perched there. He yells at his cat for a second for eating butter on the counter. And
I see now
He-
why you need such a big fish.
my fish isn't for eating. This fish is a different pet. That cat's evil.
We could take the cat.
Can't have my cat. I said it's evil. I didn't say I didn't want it.
Would
An
you be
asshole,
interested?
but I love him.
Would you be interested in an evil fish to good friends with your regular fish?
Stop trying to pawn off our fish.
I'm trying to find him a good home.
We need something for the chicken to like.
He doesn't deserve a good home.
Neither does the cat, but the cat's got one.
What?
Well, you said the cat's evil. So is the fish. That was the logic there.
Yeah, he's a little asshole. He eats my butter. I don't want him to eat my butter. He's evil for that alone. Anyway,
Oh, I just heard the part of that word.
Yes,
It was before then.
yes, I also thought you said the cat ate your butt for a second there.
no. No, that's
You know, for a
That's called-
second I was going to ask if I could borrow the cat services, but still.
No, that's called
no.
that's
That-
called bestiality, and we frown upon that here. We're not exactly the best people, but we frown upon that. Thank you very much.
I mean, it is different from doing it to the animal, I suppose, but whatever.
No,
Please no.
no.
Moving along.
Wait, you are part of
Existent-
bug, so would
Existential
that be?
questions
Nah,
about
never mind.
Tabaxi versus regular cats.
No.
The humanoid is of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
But what if a Tabaxi has a pet cat? That thing's weird.
Moving
move
along.
Moving on.
Anyway,
Yes. So you guys are left with your unconscious friend. You know, Spare the Dying did not work on Arnell's body. The captain is currently waiting to see what you all have to say before he decides for sure about this parlay situation, but is holding at the moment on doing anything drastic.
So, Captain, we were just wondering, since we, what exactly is the deal with that very cursed gem you're holding? Why did it instantly kill our friend when he touched it and it didn't hurt you?
Oh, well, it had some kind of a cursed glyph on it. Apparently it's, I actually don't remember where it came from. Someone else kind of found it and said it was cursed and that you can't handle it unless you know the password. I don't remember what the password was. Anyway, we don't touch it. We just kind of put it in our fish because we figured who's going to mess with the fish? He's a fish. And then your friend sort of touched it and pulled it out of the fish. We don't know why he didn't actually look to see if there was a glyph on it or not. I don't actually know what was wrong with it, but apparently, it kind of gestures, that happened.
Well, I can tell you what happened. I can tell you why my friend didn't check that. We have a bad habit of stealing cursed treasure. That is a thing. We're pirates. We were stealing your thing as a goof, but that water under the bridge, so to speak. We recently stole the cursed treasure vortex. And apparently that was bad for us, but we haven't figured out why.
Mm-hmm.
We heard there was a curse, and everyone's like, "Why did you steal cursed treasure?" Like, well, I didn't believe in the curse. It's like, why did you not believe in curses? So this is apparently the crew I keep.
He like sort of like hops down from the tree where he's perched and looks at you very concerned. It's like, now, man, we get into some real fucked shit here in this forest, in this swamp. Let me tell you, even we check cursed objects. Like, isn't that like Pirating 101? That's what I've heard other pirates talk about. You check the cursed objects?
Yeah, I skipped the introductory course when I became a pirate. Very long story.
Why?
I didn't know it was available.
Why?
I just got my pirating license after we did the pirating. You guys are questioning that. You just said you didn't have your food license 10 minutes ago. I'm not questioning why you're feeding fetal funny cakes.
Well, it's our people. You don't have a food license where you live too, I'm sure. Just because you make food somewhere doesn't mean.
Polly pulls out her food license.
But
it's not just one. It's like one of those things where like you hold it up and like it accordion folds out and it's just license after license after license for different food preparation services.
So do you have a license to grill in there?
Yeah, it's damn it. I can't come up with anything clever to that. Jesus. Okay,
I guess you'll have to fry another day.
Her license number is 007.
Moonbaker. I can do this all day.
That is America's ass.
It's right next to my license to pie.
All right. So this is a cursed object, and you and the fish can. So the fish was able to touch it without the curse.
The fish never touched it. Technically,
Okay.
it was put in the fish because we figured it'd be safe there. My buddy who brought it knew the password apparently, and that's why he could touch it. But
okay.
How are
Is
you
it
touching it?
around?
It's disarmed because Arnil set off the trap.
right, the glyph isn't there anymore.
Okay.
Do you remember what the glyph looked like?
He pauses. He thinks for a second. Yes.
Please tell me he draws a complete gibberish glyph, because that'd be amazing.
He sort of picks up he picks up a stick.
Mhm.
He draws a penis in the ground. It looked like that.
I know this glyph.
It's a very crude drawing.
We used to draw this glyph on people's faces when they fell asleep in college.
Anyone that would like to do an insight check on this dude, you can. It is not a high insight.
Yes, I will. That was 21.
Fucking
With
lying.
Beats my 13.
with an 8, Jake is convinced that this guy just drew the penis glyph that he drew on people's faces in college was legitimately a booby trap glyph he didn't know how to arm.
Anyone who got above a 10, dude's absolutely lying, but trying to keep a straight face about it. That is not the glyph.
Alright. So
Didn't think it
Polly
was.
takes the stick from the guy, and says, "I've seen that one. It's often accompanied by this one, and she's gonna draw 2 giant boobs."
Yeah, see, your friend understands.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. So when I tried spare the dying on Arnil, it wasn't sticking. Did it
Right.
stick in the way? Did it not stick in the way that it would if you were to try to spare the dying on someone who has hit points, or was it something different altogether?
Different altogether.
Okay.
question is, Arnil seem more colorful now that he's in closer proximity to this diamond again?
It is unclear. He seems... You think you've seen him this color before, but then again, Arnil usually sleeps in the walls, so you're not sure what it looks like when he's naturally unconscious, or breathing, or anything for that matter.
I feel like I've seen him breathing before. I know he's not doing that.
Roll history. Have you ever seen him breathing before?
All right, history. I have a +1 to this, so it'll go very well.
Mm-hmm.
19!
You still don't remember if you think you've seen Arnil breathing.
Huh.
Since I have to interact with... Actually, I guess I don't. I just leave the food in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have an idea. Jake prays to Garl Glittergold, asking him for guidance as to how to resurrect his dead friend.
Okay. Do you need to roll for that, or are you just naturally praying?
I
don't know.
I would like to
cleric
roll.
things.
I would like to roll religion on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a 17 plus 2 for 19.
Okay. How do you pray to Garl Glittergold?
I clasp my holy symbol, which is a little symbol of Garl Glittergold hanging around my neck. Even though Jake's a charlatan and has all holy symbols for all the gods on him, because just in case.
Just in case, you never know.
Because that's a background option, and I'm like, yes, obviously.
Sure.
But he clings the one for Glittergold, prays to him, and says, "Please, you sent me here to help my friend. How can I help my friend?"
I'm just hoping that it's the guy from Pet Cemetery. Sometimes that is better.
Okay. How can I help my friend? Give me a second. I'm not exactly sure how Garl Glittergold would necessarily react to this. You sort of feel, the presence of Garl Glittergold appear again. You can kind of see like a spectral visage of him. And he kind of looks at you, and then looks at Arnil's body, and then looks back at you. He's like, do you care for this person deeply?
Yes, he's my best friend. He's my first mate.
How much do you really know about him?
Can I roll a history check, see how much I know about Arnil?
Yeah, you can roll another history check. What do you know about Arnil?
That is... I have 18 plus 1 amount of hidden knowledge about Arnil.
Okay. Arnil came with the ship. Usually sleeps in the walls. Never seen him eat. Never really seen him breathe. You generally know that he likes pirate stuff. Has been around for it since the beginning. And a lot of other very base level, basic knowledge about Arnil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, also, apparently, before he joined the crew, his name was also Gregor?
I'm just gonna turn and just be like, what?
You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that.
That was a joke. That is contextually in the business what we call a joke.
Okay.
Well, no,
okay.
like, Jake wouldn't have that knowledge from the fight, though. It's just like, to be clear, like, he never heard Arnil get called that by this other Thri-Kreen, and you guys aren't really sure about the base level of that.
Which is
so
why
I wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, that's why I thought it worked as a joke, because Jake definitely wasn't there, didn't hear this, cannot be referencing this. So obviously this is clearly information Jake either bullshit off the top of his head by coincidence.
I just wanted to be sure. Look, it's been a long day, and sometimes that goes over my head too, so I just wanted to be sure.
Okay.
No, that was just a joke for the people who watched last episode.
Okay.
We call that a throwback.
Sure. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but like,
Okay.
I know that I can count on Arnil. Every time since he's joined our crew, I've needed something. He's been the one who follows me closest. He's the one I can rely on. He's the most loyal member of this crew. Without fail, I can count on Arnil. And I know as his captain, it's my responsibility for him to be able to count on me.
Interesting. They often say that when people return to the bodies, that, you know, it's up to them. So, I can help, but only if he wants it. And only if his soul is willing.
Please, if he's willing, help him.
I'll see what I can do. He kind of like looks back, kind of concerned for a second at this body. And then the visage of him disappears, and that's where it's left.
I got a guy on it, everybody. This is all, by the way, this was a prayer monologue, so everyone just saw Jake stare really intently at Arnil while clutching his holy symbol, and this goes, I took care of it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Since I'm a grave domain cleric,
Yes.
is it and my god is the god of death. Is from what I know, is it clear whether Arnil is actually dead or in some sort of like hibernative state? Like, would I be able to tell the difference?
No. It's not necessarily clear at the moment for him whether he is dead or just hibernating. Even with that background knowledge.
Okay. But I would know that he's not undead.
Yes, I know he's not undead because I used my divine sense and did not ping any undead, only fiends.
Okay, would I know that?
You were not close enough to know that for sure,
All right.
actually, Jake.
All right, sure. I ping my divine sense again. I have
It goes
4
off.
of them. Is Arnil
But
undead?
it goes off because you're still surrounded by fiends, but there is an undead.
Is Arnil registering as an undead? In my previous experience using this, I can, like, if they ping and I can see them, I know what they're pinging.
Yes.
Oh, he's that kind of dead. That's why it's not working. Okay. All right, yeah, you guys. Long story. Arnil may or may not be a zombie.
Polly is immediately going to back up once she hears that.
I mean, some of my best friends are zombies. It's fine.
I mean, his voice still kind of sounded a little bit like that. But I am a life cleric, and life is life, I suppose, even if it is afterlife.
All right, so I say, well, my guy works on waking Arnil up. We party with the clown people.
The clown people are sort of doing their own thing at this point. They are not like really involved with what you guys have been doing since you've been kind of doing your own thing. The captain's been watching you, but the other ones have sort of gone back to their own business, seeing the captain's kind of like watching it as other space cons. So at this point, they don't perceive you as an immediate threat.
So, you want to party with the clowns? Is that right, Capitan?
I mean, I think Arnil's gonna be okay-ish. Like, undead is not dead, so that could be good. And then, I called in a favor, and I think the favor might be able to help him out with this. So that could also be good. I feel like the boxes that need to be checked have been checked.
So
Quick question: are any of you guys paying attention to this? Are you all sort of involved in your conversation? Like, are you paying attention to your surroundings, or what exactly is going on? More of that. For you guys at the moment.
I think Sarros got bored with the conversation halfway through and has been just kind of staring at everything.
Cool. Perfect. All right. Sarros, can you roll me perception really quick while you're doing that and everyone else is in their conversations? Also, Jake, did you ever look to see if you could find who had your compass or ask about it, or are you just kind of letting it be right now?
Oh, is Darnell wearing it on his belt? In which case, I just see my compass.
It was like in a pocket on his belt, like a belt pouch pocket.
Hey.
But yeah, you could probably see it peeking up.
Hey, my compass! I was looking for this.
Mm.
That makes sense. Darnell would have borrowed that. Yeah, he should have asked first, but yeah, I would have let him borrow it. So whatever.
It's a dirty 20 for Sarros' perception.
Okay. Sarros, so you're in general swampland, right? Like, everything's a little bit overgrown, everything's a little bit kind of creepy, everything's like a lot going on. Right now, you know, you guys have all perceived the clowns are creepy and they're doing their own little clown business thing, and they're a little off-putting and a little bit sketchy, and definitely fiends, from what Jake has known about them when he was doing his divine sense. I don't know if he shared that information with you guys, but, you know, they're definitely that.
I feel like, if anyone, Jake overshares.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely when I pinged her, I'm like, oh yeah, there's lots of fiends here. Also, Arnold's dead, but undead, so it's okay. Undead is a better status to be in.
Yeah. You pick up some commotion sort of near the back of where the carnival meets, where some of the more swampland is, and hold on one second. Let me see exactly. All right. Oh. Yeah, all right. So there is what can only be described as this assuredly, Polly, undead, gaunt looking person running from the back of the carnival, wielding, and they're coming from like the back of the swamp, so like you see like a bunch of brush move out of the way, and like some of the plants potentially look alive, following after this person.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially is more of a they're definitely alive following after this person, wielding 2 boas, swinging them at the creatures behind him, going, "Be gone, foul beasts!" And he's swinging around boa constrictors, using them as a weapon, and he's running rapidly towards you guys while flinging boa constrictors like they are a mace.
Oh, boas! I thought you said bolas. Okay,
No, boas.
That is a far more unconventional mental image. Yes.
Yeah, I heard boa and thought you meant bola.
No. The big snake. The big
Yeah,
snake. 2.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
2.
My second choice would have been he's just wielding those really big frilly things people wear around their necks, which are very similar to the constrictors.
That's what I thought you were going with too, and I got really, really confused.
No, he's just ribbon dancing at people.
Yeah. So, how far away is this person?
At the moment, about 90 feet, rapidly approaching.
Once they get within about 30 feet, once they get within 30 feet, I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
What is the language of Turn Undead?
I gotta find it. I just had it. Where was it?
Sure.
Can we also say while we're diddling around, I lay on hands myself for 10 points?
Yeah, sure.
As an action, you present your holy symbol, speak a prayer censoring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails the saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It can't take
Okay.
reactions and so on and so forth.
Okay. All right.
Which is good because I was going to do that anyway. With Arnil being dead, it would prevent reactions if he suddenly snapped into consciousness from taking action against us.
Okay.
So it's a 14.
14 wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this what I wanted? No. This is what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, they save.
Question: does Arnil see or hear me?
Arnil? Sure. Arnil can't save right now. So.
Okay. So Arnil then has also Turn Undead cast on him for, what did I say, a minute? 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this thing is just still coming at us.
Oh yeah. Yep. And I will say, any of you who have experience in swamps for any reason, if you think you would have, please, you know, you can roll me nature, history, whatever you'd like. If you think you would know.
I need to point out, canonically, Bard College students at Waterdeep in this universe go to a bayou for medical care. Because Patricia demonstrates treatment for STDs.
Sure.
So I have been to a swamp canonically.
Sure.
What we're doing, nature, you said?
Yeah, nature or history, whatever you'd like, whichever you prefer out of those two.
Oh, that's an natty one.
I mean,
you don't know what this is.
I spend a lot of time foraging and that kind of stuff, so I imagine that I would come across a swamp at some point.
As well as Sarros having hitchhiked his way across the galaxy. I'm sure there's swamp planets that he's landed on.
Please tell me Sarros has a towel in his inventory.
A towel?
Because he hitchhiked across the galaxy.
No. Saros will take his towel and burn it for that.
Paul is not the only one who got a natty 1.
Oh no!
Luckily, Saros got a 22.
Was that a nature check? Because if it's a nature check, I got a 4. But it's with the nat 1 or 5.
Yeah, with a nature check, I have a 2. I also rolled both my D100s when Christina is ready.
Yeah, not yet. Hold on a second.
I figured that's why I said when you're ready.
No, well, that is my favorite page. That's not the page I want. I am rather fond of the dinosaur stat block page in the Monsters Manual. However, that's not the stat block that I need right now. Yeah, there's the one I want. Near the dinosaurs. Sarros, these are corpse flowers that he's facing down. There's 2 of them. Now, what were those nat ones from both of you?
All right, for Jake, we have an 85 and a 97.
Okay, what about from Polly?
We have a 43 and a 31.
Great. Also, Jake, because my brain is not able to keep up with anything, the compass is still pointing at that diamond.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's not cursed anymore, but it's still pointing at that diamond. 85 and 97. Let's see. Are any of these interesting?
Also, do corpse flowers have religion?
I don't think they could possibly. Hold on.
Aren't they non-sentient?
I'm gonna get some value out of this roll, everybody.
I can't imagine that they do. A corpse flower could sprout atop the grave of an evil necromancer or the remains of powerful undead creatures. Unless it's
So
uprooted.
it sprouts on the remains of a thing that had a religion, but not.
Yeah, it is not. I cannot fathom a way in which it would have a religion. So no,
How
it is a
in the hell would Paulie not know what those are? There's so many reasons to know why those are.
Polly, you just rolled that flat. If you would like to go ahead and roll that with advantage, because I mean, I feel like that would make sense for Polly to like have advantage on that roll, just so.
No. I want the wild magic because it's funnier.
Okay.
But like, it just
85 and 97.
she just completely brain farted.
It's
Go.
That's
it's
not
been a day.
applicable. You find a bejewel. Okay, that one's interesting, but also not helpful. Let's go back to the bard table.
Well, they're ones, so they should be not helpful.
Oh, well, right, but I'm gonna see if any of these are actively unhelpful before we go with not helpful.
Gotcha.
You know, just for fun. Jake's already got one good thing, you know. Might as well see if we can get a bad thing. That one's more funny, so we might go with that one instead. That one's helpful, so not that one. This one's just weird. Okay, for the next hour, everything you say is automatically musical.
Ugh.
That's for me, I assume.
That one's you, yeah. And then Polly,
It should have been me.
31. That one we already done, so let's see if there's a better one. Oh, that one's actively unhelpful. We'll do that one. So for Polly, from where you're standing, roots gnarl out of the ground for 30 feet around you, transforming the area into difficult terrain.
That checks.
Yeah, Sarros, those are corpse flowers that he is facing down. And while this man assuredly looks like an undead, it's actually unclear, like, that he is undead. He certainly looks undead. Like, not taking care of himself, very gaunt, tight skin, like, chunks of flesh missing. Like, you'd be, like, willing to bet some money it's a zombie, but at the same time, it's like, maybe he's just, like, not taking care of himself?
Figured somebody dead wouldn't fight that hard to stay alive, so...
Clearly, he's never been dead.
I have not. I don't think.
Cool. We will carry the initiative rolls from last time unless you guys would like to re-roll them for the team. Up to you guys. You can re-roll if you would like. I will say the space clowns at this point have fucked off because they're like, nah, not me. It's just like not dealing with Boa Man. They seem like they know who he is and they don't want any part of it.
That's not helpful.
Seeing some of that I'm starting to go back towards where I left Reloy.
Okay. Reloy is doing a very good job of keeping himself hidden. He's just like, when he senses that you're near, he pokes his head out and he's like, "Hi, I'm hiding."
Wonderful. I'm glad that you are keeping yourself safe. You are very precious cargo.
He hands you a muffin, a tiny mini muffin. He's like, "Do you want a muffin? I stole one from the ship to bring with me."
You stole one of Jake's muffins.
Sure, and then I give him a sort of light kiss on the forehead.
He accepts the kiss. He's like, do you guys need me? I can come out of hiding, or I can stay here. Up to you."
Do I need you always? Do we need you in the combat? No. Thank you.
Combat? Are you guys still fighting? It didn't sound like it.
Do you see the guy over there with the boas?
He, like, from the corner, he sort of, like, does that cartoon thing where he sticks his head out from around the corner. He's like, "Oh, yeah. I see that, man."
I don't want you anywhere near that, but...
I don't want to go near that.
Good. Just stay where you are, and you are fine. I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure that nothing had snuck up on you while we are preoccupied with the clowns.
Oh, no. I'm very good at making myself unknown to things. And he sort of does this cartoon thing where he like pushes the leaves in front of him from where he is. It's just like a human-shaped bump of moss from the wall.
Just
Yeah,
Homer
hiding.
Simpson's it.
Yeah, Homer Simpson's it.
Mhm.
No one will know I'm here. It's like that druid thing they do where they like become stone, but I'm the moss.
Yeah, so just checking on him to make sure he's okay, and then head back.
I'm
Okay.
now just imagining all druids have the Tanuki Super Mario 3.
Okay. But if you guys would like to re-roll initiative, you are welcome to, or we can just hold the initiative from the first time. Sans the space clouds.
I'm happy with mine. I'll go with the group.
I have a question. So when you got within 30 feet, I did turn undead. Now
Mm-hmm.
I saw the reaction and he didn't stop. So can I, before we initiative, can we say that I also then cast Eyes of the Grave, which will let me know the location of any undead within 60 feet?
Sure, the plants.
Wait, that means the plants would have had to make the save.
No. This is not a save. This is just I know where they are.
No, but if the plants are undead, then they would have had to make the save for test and turn the undead.
They passed. They did.
Okay,
Okay.
just checking.
No,
Okay.
they passed.
Okay. So I know that the plants are undead, and I know that our nil is undead,
Yes.
and that is it.
Yes.
Okay.
The humanoid looks like he should be undead, but is not.
I'm just gonna
Just
just slightly cocks her head the way that a bird does, just like. Nope. But yeah, I think initiative order. I'm in a bunch of brambles, so like I'm fine with where I am.
Perfect.
Just imagining,
Art.
I'm imagining Gandalf going, "You shall not." Oh, you high rolled. Okay.
Sweet. Alrighty. In that case, Jake, you are up first.
All right. As a free action, like I'd say, "Hello, friend. Why are you fighting corpse flowers?"
Oh, 1 second. There is a specific thing this man says, per my friend who has helped me with this chart. I'm baptizing gators.
Oh! Ah! Yes, I can help you with that. I am also a person of religion. I will help you baptize gators after we dispose of these corpse flowers. Everybody, let's
What?
defeat these corpse flowers.
What corpse flowers? These are the gators.
We're baptized. These are gators. Okay, sure. Yeah, I can baptize these.
I think for that you need to put them in the water.
Oh yes, we just need to
Pointing
knock
the giant tank.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's-
I got
let's move
water.
over.
I got water in my rope. My rope things. I got water in them.
All right. We shall help you with this. Yes, crew.
Shit, he's even higher than Jake.
I think. God damn it.
Now I need you guys to understand that there's a theme to these, and I want to know if you can pick it up. Because there's specific things associated with this chart.
I feel like years.
I'd be interested to see if you can guess what this chart is supposed to represent.
Florida man?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Polly, you're breaking up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry.
That's not getting better.
No.
No, Polly turned into a robot. Oh god.
Oh no, we can't use healing word on our construct. Anyway, while Polly sorts out their sound situation, Jake is going to draw his rapier, and he is going to go after one of the corpse flowers. Like, you won't
Okay.
have me other hand! He has a flashback to remember the hand he lost in the future and hope this isn't why.
Sure.
And if we're referencing
How-
movies, we might as well reference Happy Gilmore.
Now,
yeah.
how close are you at the start? Yeah, it starts its turn within 10 feet of it. Must make. Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming you don't start your turn within 10 feet of the corpse flower.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Alright, so I rolled a 12. Does that hit?
The corpse flower?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
assuming
actually,
not.
yeah, actually it does. That's its AC.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bloop, roll for damage. I'm also going to burn a smite. That is a toasty 6 damage for the regular, plus my smite. Where's my smiting button? I have a smiting button. Hold on. All right, I'm going to burn just a first level slot. They are undead, yes, so that is going to be an extra d8. So here's the 2d8 for the smite, which totals to 11, plus my extra d8 is 4 more. Plus, I'm going to use Mobile Flourish and use a Bardic Inspiration so I can disengage for free and also do some bonus damage to them. Bardic Inspiration dice is here somewhere. There we go. I'm going to add d6 to this and then back the heck away. 5 more damage.
All right, can you total? What? Wait.
That was
Do you
5
know
plus
that
11 plus 4 is 19, plus my base damage of... I forget the base damage. I think there's a roll log here somewhere. Give me a second. The original damage was 6. So 6 plus 11 is 17, plus 4 is 21, plus 5 is 26 damage total.
26. Okay. Coolio. And you just you attack and then back away.
Yep.
I assume you have to get within melee.
Yes, but because of Mobile Flourish, I count as disengaging.
Perfect.
And I just use my movement to back up behind Snake Person.
Okay.
And that doesn't use my bonus action, so I'm also going to bonus action give a Bardic Inspiration to Amar.
Sweet.
Okay. Then after that, Sarros, then you're up.
Sarros is highly confused by this situation and is going to kind of stand in front of Arnell's dead body against these things running at us and just ready in action for when one of the corpse flowers gets in range, close to us, I guess.
Okay. Alrighty. Is that everything for you?
I believe so, yeah.
Okie dokie. Next, we have our amazingly wonderful boa wielder. Oh, boa wielder. What's your attack? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. And okay. Yep, okay. He hits with one of these boas. Boa swings, does a insignificant amount of damage. And he goes on spouting like, in the name of the Force, I will baptize you.
Oh, jeez.
And that's his turn. Yeah, after that, we've got, let's see, technically the corpse flower, one of them at least. One of the corpse flowers is gonna go and, let's stick this here so I can, okay. Yeah, honestly, he's not happy with the person throwing boas at him, so it's gonna make an attack there. 19, 12, and 17. Unfortunately for our boa wielder friend, he gets hit with 3 of these tentacle attacks. Let's see, 9 plus 10 and 19. Yeah, okay. He is not doing super good, but he's fine for now. He takes those like a champ for now. He, you know, he's dealing with it. After corpse flower, Polly, that is you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Polly's flickering in and out. Polly, are you still on the call?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I am.
I'm gonna go with no.
I am on call.
Do we have any Discord messages? No.
Polly keeps saying she's here, but not very well.
Yeah, I am on the call, but we can't hear.
It kind of feels like somebody's snoring. In the
Oh,
background.
I felt like I've been hearing somebody vacuuming for most of the stream.
I know what that is, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh, you do? Okay, sorry.
Yep, the person who's been staying with me to take care of me since my injury goes to bed
okay.
very early.
Oh.
Oh,
I just wasn't sure if that was Paul.
No, she didn't bring her CPAP machine.
Mm.
I was really hoping my mic was picking that up.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. I need to make you conscious of that.
It's okay.
It's not overtly anything. You're good.
Polly apparently puts her knives down and walks out of the way. Is just gonna let him try to run on by. Maybe let him deal with some of this overgrowth that has sprouted from around her. Okay, Amar, that's you.
Okay, taking out the daggers and diving on in.
Alrighty.
So I'm going at the corpse flower with 2 daggers. First one is a 13 plus 4 is a 17.
Hits.
Second one is 5 plus 4 is a 9, so I'm guessing it doesn't.
That does not hit.
You do have Bardic Inspiration, though.
Yeah, I'll
You do
try it.
6 if you want to try it.
Yep, I'll try it out. We'll use the Bardic Inspiration on that. And so I add 4 to that, so that's 13.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So first one does 3 damage. Second one does 5 damage.
Okay.
So 8 damage.
Okay.
And keep the weapons drawn. Stay where I am.
You stay near it?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Second corpse flower is going to go and try to attack Necromancer because you guys haven't done anything to that one. And wow, that one is rolling bad. That one is apparently taking some water from the boas, a little bit more than the others, so it does not hit. But yeah, we jump back up and back to Jake.
All right. Jake is going to dash in again, and the one he already softened up. I'm going to go ahead and swing my rapier again. That is 4 plus 6, 10.
Sorry, we'll finish your round, and then we'll quickly go on a troubleshooting break to try to figure out Polly's stuff. I just saw Tensei's message.
All right, so I'm guessing a 10 does not hit.
No.
I'm going to bonus action rabbit hop back 15 feet, because then when I use that, it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
Alrighty. We will come right back with looks like Sarros up next. But we're gonna run on a quick break, guys, just to try to see if we can get Polly back in this. Great. Awesome. We're back. Second round. Corpse Flower Man running through. We just ended Jake's turn, and Sarros, it's up to you.
Are they any closer, or are they still pretty far away?
Oh yeah, no, they've been moving this entire time. He's been baptizing the corpse flowers as he's been running closer.
So kind of would they be? Sarros is still kind of focused on protecting his downed crewmate.
hmm
And wouldn't necessarily rush in. Are they close enough to kind of hit, or are they running by, or are they still running
Yeah, they're
towards
running by.
us? They're running
Like
by?
they're near you, yeah.
Alright, Sarros will take a couple swings at their shins, maybe try and...
At the necromancer's shins.
No, at the corpse flowers.
Do flowers have shins? I Googled.
I don't really think they have shins.
You said they grow on corpses.
You know, I feel like flavorfully, Xtina, you should be letting anybody who wants to attack for the knees.
I mean, I suppose there could be shins in the corpse flowers, sure, but do they belong to the corpse flowers? Unclear.
Well, however they're moving forward, their leg appendages.
All right, sure.
I just imagine they're wiggling like the cactuses in Super Mario World.
Also, Amar, if you'd like, since they're like actively like moving, and I guess this also applies to Jake too. If you're close enough, you guys can do attacks of opportunity as they're continuing to move because they're very much engaged with this baptizing man.
I feel like I continuously moving out of their range the way I've been moving, so I feel like I'm probably not in striking range.
Yeah, Amar, so you would have an attack of opportunity if you would also like it, but yes, Sarros, you can roll to hit as well.
Yep. Something's if there's an attack of opportunity, I'm taking it.
Sure.
So that's 15.
That hits.
And does another 4 damage.
Okay.
And Sarros misses both swings.
Okay. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, that's okay. Polly. Yes.
Yes.
They're like right near you guys right now. Like, you know, close enough that Sarros was able to attack as they're like continuously running. Like they're pretty much like moving like past you guys as if they are running through the area to the other side of the swamp.
Guys, I want the XP. Narrator's voice. We're doing milestone leveling.
They're just running through. They're just running through. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yep. Necromancer goes. He's attacking them some more. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you see this man is swinging or these boas continuously going on about baptizing the corpse flower. He smacks with one of the boa constrictors down the head of one of the corpse flowers, and it kind of like crinkles in on itself, and then like pops, and there's like legitimately a gator that appears when he like hits it again. There's just like the wah from the gator. As like he's like turned his attention to the other corpse flower. He's like, I've successfully baptized one of the gators. Haha! And then he goes to the other one. Amar, that's you.
It's back to me and continue trying to kill the one I've been working on.
Okay.
Which gator just got baptized? Was that the one that I was hitting?
Yeah, the one that both of you were, I think, attacking.
Okay.
So that is a 13.
That hits. Their AC is not high. Their AC is 12.
Yep.
Oh, Sarros would have connected, but that's fine.
Did I mishear a number?
No, I didn't say numbers. I just assumed that a 12 didn't hit.
No, their AC is 12. You can roll for it to see.
Sure.
So a 13 and a 15.
Yeah, those both hit.
And Sarros did 6 damage to one of them.
Okay.
Is that with your additional martial arts dice from the wild magic?
That
Oh, yeah, I don't
only
think that-
hit. Though I thought that only lasted for a minute, and I assumed that with all the
yeah.
talking and
Okay.
yeah.
Ah, well. Would have been cool.
So 4 damage from that hit, and then 5 from the second, so 9 damage.
Okay. Cool. Yep,
And
this
that's it for me.
gator is still going. They run by. Anyone that has not taken attack of opportunity this time is welcome to for the round. That's currently engaged. But otherwise, they just keep running through. They are like not really involved with you guys unless you want them to be. One of the gators is just kind of like, wah, just following after this man that's baptized it. But the other corpse flower is just kind of chasing after him. And they go through. And then the space clowns show back up and they're like, we get this weird guy that shows up sometimes. We just kind of ignore him because we don't know what he's on about baptizing gators, but every time he comes through, he's got a new weird necromantic plant, and we're not about that. So, yeah, you know. Life's life. Swamp's weird. Meh. There's always someone arguing about some kind of weird food, too, it feels like, but who knows?
The brownies.
Oh, you met the brownie man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, so Jake, like this compass, like I said, is still pointing at the diamond, but you know, they've walked up to you. They've shown back up
Right.
after
And the necromancer and his 2 remaining gator friends have now left us.
yeah, they've run
Like-
through.
So do you all have a use for your cursed diamond now that you now that the things went off?
I mean, my buddy brought it. I don't know where he got it or why he wanted to keep it, but he just told us to keep it safe and don't let anyone touch it unless they know the password. But he didn't want to share the password, so we don't know. But I mean, I guess there's no password on it now. But he told me to keep it safe.
See, check this out. I pull out my compass and I circle it around the diamond to show off the fact that the needle keeps pointing at the diamond.
I think your compass is broken. I don't know a lot about compasses, but I know they're not supposed to do that.
My compass is special. It points me where I need to go. It wants me to go to this diamond for some reason.
Huh. Weird. So
you said
you need it?
said like we might need it. Can we just borrow it?
I don't know. My buddy might be pretty mad if
Like-
I just like let you have
I have
it.
every intention. I want to see if I can like just examine. I mean, do you need collateral?
Do you have anything that looks like the diamond? Maybe my buddy won't notice.
Everything looks like the diamond. Can I roll? Let's see if I have it. Can I?
I'm sorry, it cut out. I didn't hear what you asked.
Yeah. Can I roll a luck check to see if I happen to have a big honking diamond on me from
Oh.
all the treasure we've stolen?
Sure.
That is 18.
You have something of equivalent size, sure. The clarity, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
pulls out like boom.
glass paperweight.
Glass paperweight, right? Yeah, it's just like a big
Yeah,
old.
I have yeah, it's a Kerber Zirconia. It's a Kerber Zirconia.
Yeah, sure,
I
I
want to
guess-
go and have this appraised, see if I can learn more about the curse that I messed up my friend.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I really don't want it. People keep showing up and asking about it anyway. Like, it messes with my fish. So, like, yeah, honestly, take it. I don't want it anymore. I'm done with it.
All right, cool. And can I get your speaking stone numbers?
Do they have speaking stone numbers? Yeah, they do. All right. Yeah. All right. Ready? It's really long.
Okay.
1 4 4
All
4
right.
4 4 4 4 4 7.
That's 1, 6 4s, and a 7. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Hurt in a car, call William Matar.
Yeah. You can take this diamond. Nothing happens when you touch it immediately.
All right, cool. Thank you. We'll give you guys a call if we want to hang out sometime. I was serious about the orgy. If you want to do that later, but we're gonna go and see if we can do about getting our friend fixed first.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Don't let him touch my fish again. Otherwise,
No,
we might
actually,
have
if we
some
stop by, I'll bring my fish. So my fish can be friends with your fish.
As long as your fish doesn't hurt my fish. Otherwise, we're gonna have some words, and by words, I mean my gun.
Oh no! My fish is like yay big. My fish isn't gonna hurt your fish. And
Didn't you say it was evil?
I mean, he's still yay big and a fish.
Didn't you say that some druids messed with it? That sounds like it's not supposed to be yay big.
I mean, as long as your fish doesn't do any damage to him, he won't turn back into a sea serpent. It's fine.
They just kind of stare off into space like they don't understand the concept of what you've just told them.
I hope no one ever does this thing that involves a deck save and half damage on our ship. Otherwise, that poor fish is turning into a sea monster in the middle of a combat.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate for your ship to take damage and result in you having a sea serpent nearby. Hey, how long have you guys been gone from your ship, do you think?
About an hour.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you guys leave the space clouds.
Why does it sound like a BoJack situation?
I'm just wondering what the Fisher chicken's been doing for the hour we've been
Oh
gone.
my god, no, we left the fishing for fishing chicken.
I was gonna leave for Loy to watch the Fisher chicken and the fish, but
Yeah, so
actually, wait, no. I dial up the ship. Alexa, how are the Fisher chicken and the fish doing?
you don't connect.
Oh no. Oh no.
Beep.
All right.
The number you have
this
dialed
ship
is
is
unavailable at this time. Please try your call again later.
Oh no, y'all, we need to get back to the ship. And we end this with Jake, another portal popping up, and Jake from the future, with even more injuries, says, "You guys need to get back to the ship." I'm kidding.
I mean, yep, you guys, your ship might be in trouble, might be unreachable for who knows what reasons. Anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there for the night. We could go ahead and go round robin with the outros for everyone. Plug what you would like, where can we find you outside of here, and who you were playing, and all of that other fun stuff. Sarros, we'll start with you.
I have been Sarros Stellan. Don't really have much to plug. Please support the stream and all of the wonderful people who make things associated with it. Thank you for watching.
Polly.
I'm Ursa Bearwalker. I played Polly. You can find me at Ursa Bearwalker, basically everywhere. I edit part-time for Bard Rock Cafe. New episode should be coming out Monday, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah.
Sweet, Amar.
I'm Coach Jiro, the Unsummoned Skull. I've been playing Amar the Swap. I have a 400-plus person Discord server, a 50-plus episode podcast series, a YouTube channel, and also with EDH and Oathbreaker, and a stream with EDH and Oathbreaker.
And Jake.
Hi everybody, I'm Paul. I've resumed playing Jake despite my many injuries. When I'm not playing Jake, I play Brock's Song on the Bard Rock Cafe's main podcast. And that's pretty much all the stuff I do that's relevant to anything.
And I'm Xtina. You can find me online. I go by Xtina online just for your abbreviation because Xtina is a very long name. But you can find me at Greekachu pretty much across the internet. When I'm not GMing the Spelljammer stream over here on Bard Cafe, you can find me playing Winterra Dark Knight from Campaign 1 of Agents of Damned, and to be announced, player in Campaign 2 of our next campaign for Agents of Damned. More information to come. We haven't really announced too much online yet. Some people have some fun stuff that was shared in person that wasn't supposed to be announced yet. But that's for them to decide if they want to talk about. Some quick outros for us. If you enjoyed listening, please check out the sponsors of Bard Rock Cafe, Dragon Master Games, and Fan Roll Dice. If you would like 10% off at Fan Roll Dice, you can use the code Bard Rock Cafe. Please remember, we are using the Wild Magic chart from DM's Guild, made by Dave Panfio, full of lots of fun wild magic options for every class, and it's very exciting and very fun to use. Lots of chaos happens. If you are a Twitch sub, then you can use all the fun emotes you might have seen people spamming in chat. And those are always exciting. And please also remember, there is currently an Ichio bundle for Translights in Florida, titled TTRPGs for Translights in Florida, supporting two groups, the Zebra Youth and Trans Inclusive Group of Florida. The bundle is $5, comes with lots of really fun games available. I think Thirsty Sword Lesbians is one of the games available in it, which is a really fun game to play and run. You guys should check it out. But it supports those groups, and they help trans youth under 25 in the state that are facing hardships. And we know that there's a lot of that going around right now with all of the legislation that people are trying to pass that is really scary and unfortunate. So check out that bundle if you would like. And one last final note for us is that we all wish a very wonderful happy birthday to the baby for Mr. and Mrs. Kenny. It's her first birthday, and it was very exciting and fun for her. So send all the happy birthday wishes to Mr. and Mrs. Kenny. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I believe we are going to be raiding Seth Cross, enjoying some Minecraft. So stick around for that raid. But it's been a blast, everyone. Have fun. Good night.
Night.